Hello, this is section 2.4 and we're going to be dividing polynomials in this section, and we're going to start out with long division of polynomials, and it goes back to the long division that you had done many years ago. May not have liked it then, but I do think that the division with polynomials might be a little bit more fun as we go through. And so we're going to write out, we've got a list here of things that we're going to be looking at as we do our long division, but then we're going to be breaking out number 2 right here into a much more defined steps as we go through polynomial long division. So we first have what's called the dividend is going to go underneath our division symbol. So we have 3x cubed plus 5x squared. We are including the sign, plus or minus, and all of that is going to be divided by a divisor, and that goes out here, 3x plus 2. The first step we are going to take is taking the first term of the dividend divided by the first term of the divisor. So I'm going to write that step out here to the side, and I'm going to say step 1, divide first term by first term. Okay, step 1. And what's funny about this, we call this long division, but the division aspect of this is actually the smallest part of it. So when I say first term divided by first term, I'm actually looking at it like this, 3x cubed divided by 3x. My 3's cancel, x cubed divided by x leaves me with x squared. Now, some may be in the habit of keeping your exponents all in line, but that's really not as important when we're writing our answer up at the top. I like to put it above what I just divided. So if I need to go back and look, I know that this x squared, when I multiply it by this 3x, is going to give me this 3x cubed right here. And so that's a personal preference. If you want to keep it over here, you are welcome to do so. Now the second step is actually not division at all. It is multiplication, and we're going to be multiplying by all terms of the divisor. So I'm going to take what I just found, x squared, I'm going to multiply it by my divisor, 3x. And I better get this exact answer. They better be the exact same. If not, you have made a mistake with your answer that you found up at top. Now, I don't stop there. I'm going to also multiply it by the second term in the divisor. So x squared times 2 is 2x. It is positive, so I'm going to leave it with the plus. Okay? Now, the third step in regular division would be to subtract, and that's exactly what we're doing. But I find that if I just say subtract, the only thing that's being subtracted is this first term here, and this term gets left out. So I'm going to actually say our third step, we are going to change the signs. And then we're going to draw a line, a little catchy in the rhyme there, but hopefully it sticks. And what I mean by change the sign, this is a positive 3x cubed, it's going to become negative. This is a positive 2x squared, it's going to become negative. Now I draw my line. The first term here better cancel, and now I have a positive 5x squared plus a negative 2x squared leaves me with 3x squared. The next step is I bring down my next term. So I drop down 8x. And then my fifth step and final step is I start all over with number 1, which means I'm going to take 3x squared divided by 3x. So this first term divided by this first term leaves me with a positive x. So 3x squared divided by 3x is what I'm looking at, and if you want to see that, the 3's cancel, x squared divided by x just leaves me with x. Second step, I multiply all terms of the divisor. So I take this x now, and I'm going to multiply it by that 3x, which is 3x squared. This x times 2 is a positive 2x. Change my signs, which is step 3. Draw my line. This first term better cancel, and it does. Now I have 8x plus a negative 2x, which leaves me with 6x. Next step, I bring down my next term, which is a positive 7. And then I start all over again. So 6x divided by 3x is a simple positive 2. 2 times 3x is 6x. And then 2 times 2 is a positive 4. I change my signs. I draw my line. That cancels. And I'm left with a remainder of 3. So my final answer, dividing this cubic polynomial by that linear polynomial, I end up with x squared plus x plus 2 as my quotient. And the remainder, since that's a positive 3, I'll include the plus 3 over the divisor, which is 3x plus 2. That is my final answer for long division.